This is it. We've waited so long for this. The return. The return of racing on NR2003. Over 100 requests. 23,655 total views. And 130 subscribers. One racing broadcaster. I have heard your call. I am back. For more of that racing that we all love. Door to door. Wheel to wheel. Bumper to bumper. And even sometimes, the inevitable will happen. Car to wall. This year, 42 of NASCAR's best will compete and race for a championship. And it all starts now at the Daytona International Speedway for the Daytona 500 on Mills Racing TV.
Guess we got a little off track, but love knows a way back through the storms and pouring rain. Got my hands on the wheel and I'm flying, heartbeat loud as the thunder rolls, riding in on a stampede of lightning. I'm bringing back the sunshine, bringing back the sunshine. Baby, it's about time. Whoa. Bring it back. Oh, yeah.
Hello, racing fans, we are back here at the Daytona International Speedway for the 2016 Daytona 500 in the NASCAR To Shine Cup Series. Thank you so much for allowing us to come back here to the Daytona International Speedway with the number 16 on pole. We'll have 42 of NASCAR's best racing each other here at this big 2.5 mile oval. It's about time to see these 43 cars make history and start this race. It's phenomenal seeing all these cars lined up on the grid, like several hundred drivers have done before them, and many of them have done before. It is time for the starting lineups. As you can look to the left of your screen,
you will see all of the qualifying order down to the left of the screen. And one thing we have to change is Jeff Gordon. He is not going to be able to race this race. We're going to have a substitute driver. It may say Jeff Gordon in it, but he has a substitute. Anyway, then he's going to be replaced with Chase Elliott, and the 25 will not be here next week. But he's in the race as we go down and get the command.
Drivers, start your engines!
Engines have been fired, and man, what a historic racetrack this track is. Over about 50 years of racing here at the Daytona International Speedway. They used to race over on the beaches over near the ocean. It's crazy how they used to be able to do that. But I mean, back then they only went like 80 miles an hour, I believe. Hold on, let's go over here. The record here is Bill Elliott whenever he lapped everyone by 3 laps, and that was a crazy race. I don't know how he did that, but that was back in the 1980s, I would say. I think it was 89, but I could be wrong. You could yell at me about my knowledge later. But yeah, it looks really cool. I can't wait to see how it go. 20 laps here as well. So let's go ahead and pull up our NASCAR on Fox. I don't think Fox is doing very many more NASCAR races, but we're doing that on ours just because I like Fox, to be honest. It's kind of fun the way they do things. Anyway, with that on pole, with Greg Biffle, he's had a terrible year last year in 2015. He didn't seem to be like up there. I mean, he was running the top 10, yeah. I mean, but compared to what he can do and what people have seen him do, that wasn't what he should have been doing. He should have been running up in the top, like, about top 5 if he was going like he used to be. But then Jimmy Johnson, man, what a killer year last year. He had so many wins, but right in the first round of the chase, screws up. And I wish that I like Kyle Busch's idea of the points leader going into the chase still has like a first round flyby. I would like that, but I don't think NASCAR would do that after this year because of Jimmy Johnson. I mean, he's gonna win 7. You just gotta wait for it to happen. Maybe it'll be this year. As we're coming down for the final time out of turn number 4. About to start the 2016 season. Greg Biffle lines up and we are going green! Green flag is in the air. Greg Biffle takes the lead as he has Jimmy Johnson to his outside and the number 6 of Trevor Bayne on his rear bumper, pushing him to the front. Looks like the 26 of Jeb Burton did not get a very good start. As you're looking right now up the side of the 6 of Trevor Bayne, you see the 48 dropping back. That outside line is pretty much a standstill. With this, what they did in the offseason, the outside line is not the preferred line anymore. Unless you're pretty much leading, you could pretty much just like block the outside, block the inside on the runs. But as you can see, it is, we got a battle for the lead. Here comes Trevor Bayne, who's going to come back and lead the first lap of the race here at the Daytona International Speedway. Trevor Bayne looks like he's going to have the momentum coming off here, but who knows? That 48 could get a push to that 16, and that looks like what's happening, but I don't think he'll have enough. And Trevor Bayne will lead the first lap here at the Daytona International Speedway for this Daytona 500. They are all double file as of the moment, but don't be surprised. It can get like 3 wide. It's just this early, and I believe that they're just waiting for the right moment. As they're 3 wide in the back of the field, it looks like that the 33 stuck in the high side with Matt Kenseth on the bottom. Ty Dillon and Matt Kenseth, that they are back in the back. Here comes the 3. Austin Dillon makes it at 3 wide up here in the top 15. He's running right now for the 16th spot, trying to gain a little bit more on the 25. Trevor Bayne still leading this race with A.J. Allmendinger right on his tail, followed by Jeb Burton and then Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Greg Biffle. Looks like the 15's in the middle, but the 25 is stuck on the high side. J.C. Kane is right now running on the bottom. He's running right behind a surprising car that ended up being up front here. Blaney, what's his name? Ryan Blaney, I think? I don't know. I'm trying to remember. It's a new one. I think it was Ryan. Yeah, I'd say it is. I'll go with it. But then there's Bobby Labonte. No, Terry Labonte. That's Terry Labonte. But yeah, that's crazy how they're able to run up here. And right now, they're only 15 stuck in the middle. And normally, it only happens whenever you're on the straights. It's whenever you're stuck. The middle's the place to be whenever you're in the corner. So, because literally, like, you can barely get past it. So, as it looks like right now, that 25's hung up out there dry. So that 3's about to join him. 15's catching up to that 3 as we look up to the front of the field. We have a battle for the lead. Here comes Jeb Burton down to the inside of the 6 of Trevor Bain. He's being pushed by Kurt Busch. He made his way up to the front as it looks like they're going to go. Oh, he just cut right in front of Bain. And this lap is going to be led by Jeb Burton. At the line, that is lap number 6, with our fastest lap in the race to be given to us by one, the only Danica Patrick, surprisingly enough. She actually did something fast. She just ran the fastest lap. She ran that on lap. I think it was lap 4. Not the last one, the lap before that. As they are all racing. Oh, double file back here. Kyle Busch is in this. Last year's champion. For the first time ever, well-deserved championship right there. Champion driver, to be honest, really deserved it after last year. Being broken with a leg here at the Daytona Speedway at the beginning of the year. And then next thing you know, bang, he's back in the racing series. He's back doing what he loves, and he comes back and wins the championship. What a storybook ending for the season for that team. We could only wish it was a little bit more storybook ending for Jeff Gordon, man. If he would have won that championship, what a difference would that be? Like go leaving on top, man. That'd be like, oh, so cool. Oh, look at that. Kurt Busch gets hang out to dry, and it looks like Cole Witt and AJ Allmendinger will just pass him right up, as they are 3 wide up here towards the front, and it's gonna get 3 wide quick. 3 cars are in the center. And that it just takes one guy up front to make a move like that, and they are going 3 wide. And it looks like they are all 3 wide now, as you see a little bit of a pack running up front. Oh wow, there's a big pack now. Looking back in the back of the pack, they're still running 3 wide back there as well. Cole Witt is leading this race, surprisingly enough. That's crazy. Great job for that guy for this season. Starting off really easy, getting a couple lead laps in. That's always good. As they're 3 wide still for 4 lanes. And on back, they look like double file in the back of the pack and 3 wide up in the front. They just switched roles there. I think it's starting to cool down just a little bit more to where they're starting to run a little bit less than 3 wide. But I think it's starting to cool down. Oh, wow. Contact there between the 3 and the 43 of Eric Almirola and the 40 and the 3 of Austin Dillon. They had a little bit of contact coming out of there and almost spun each other. As you see, AJ Allmendinger stuck on the high side. What a season for him last year. AJ Allmendinger making the chase. Man, that was something. I tell you, AJ Allmendinger did a great job last year. I'm not sure if this was him, but I think he won at the road course of Watkins Glen. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty darn sure he did. So that was really a phenomenal year for that team, because they really took a step up from what they have been doing the last couple of years at that organization there. That's really great to see them running well here at the Daytona International Speedway. They're all still racing as hard as they can go, as we are now with the new leader, Paul Menard. He is leading this field, pushed by Terry Labonte. And he has no help behind Labonte, but that is all Labonte there. He is letting that guy go. Rookie Stenhouse Jr. and Martin Truex Jr. helping each other out. Looks like they're gonna. Oh, Truex dumps him, heads to the high side. I would never do that, just because of the realization that the outside is never good in the corners, and that could lose him this position to Joey Logano for the 5th spot. And it looks like he's gonna lose a little bit more as you see Jeff Gordon starting to come out. 3 wide behind them. Something's wrong with the 42. It looks like he just slowed up a whole bunch. That's odd. As you see that break in that pack, the 42 looked like he just slowed down. Something could be wrong with that 42 if I'm right. I'm not 100% sure, but running 3 wide there with Kevin Harvick and AJ Allmendinger. AJ Allmendinger now looks to be like sliding backwards, which is not good for him. As we came past halfway last time round, fastest lap of the race is given to you by your leader. Actually, no, I had it switched on the wrong one. It is still the 10 car with the fastest lap with a 45.787. And those cars look, oh man, they are doing a good job. 3 wide back here in the mid-pack. You see right there, there's the fastest car of the race so far, Danica Patrick right now running. Last time she crossed the stripe, 21st. And I think she gained a couple spots there to put her up to 19th after she just got from the bottom to the top. As you look right here, the 3 car's thinking about pulling out, and so is the 11, but they just don't want to make that move too early, you know? You don't want to get hung out the drive. Especially at this racetrack. Hard racing here in the latter stages of the race. 3 wide, back in the back. Looks like that the 4 car's trying to make his move up to the front as he's passing right now. The early lead, the first lap leader of Trevor Bayne through the center. Here comes Jed Burton trying to make a move down to the bottom, and he's not going to have any of that space. Now the guys in the back are realizing they need to get their butts moving. They need to get going. With what they're doing, they don't have much time. Here comes Joey Logano with help from his teammate. Not teammate. Sorry about that. I was thinking that Hamlin was a part of Penske there, but with help from Denny Hamlin, he is trying to get up to the front. Hamlin's trying to pass him now. He went down to the inside, made him have to let off the throttle a little bit. As they're 3 wide jockeying for position in the back of the pack, they're still running double file for the first 7 rows, 7 or 8 rows. 3 wide behind them. What a run today. Look at that. Here comes freaking Kyle Busch. He's on the bottom. 4th car on the bottom line. He's being pushed by the other Penske car of Brad Keselowski. They have not so good of a history, but now, oh, what's going on? Looks like maybe pit stops. Pit stops coming in. Several cars. Looking at the pits, and there's a wreck. The 44 is in the back. Somebody ran into the back of somebody. Looks like the 44 had an issue. Let's see if we can find them. I saw that. Yeah, damage to the back end of the 44. That is Reed Sorensen. Oh, and more contact. Whoa, the 34 is everywhere. Contact on pit road with a lot of cars. The back of the pack always is glitchy when it comes to pit stops. We'll see who comes out on top. Joey Logano followed by Austin Dillon and Trevor Bayne. Oh, no, not Trevor Bayne. That is Ryan Blaney. Where's the other field? They just now came into the pit stall. And there's Jeff Gordon. Sideways on the racetrack. Will that bring out a caution? There is a caution on the racetrack. Caution is out. What implications may this do? I don't know. This could end the race for all I know. But dang, Jeff Gordon, let's see what happened to him. He's the one that brought out that caution, I do believe. He was sitting sideways in the middle of the racetrack. I'm not quite sure how he ended up sideways. So let's go back and take a look at that. So it looks like that they were all racing, getting ready to come out of the pit lane. And it looks like Kyle Busch came down and just turned Jeff Gordon around. Last year's champion just wrecked Jeff Gordon. Literally, I don't understand that. Like, I think he wanted to pee. He realized everybody else was pitting and he wanted to come in too. I guess, I don't know. Let's take a look at that again. So, this is what it looks like from his angle. Yeah, that's just dumb. He just flat out turned it. And then the caution came out. Or was that the actual cause of the caution? Because the lights, I don't think the lights were on. Are the lights on? Alright, there it is. It says right there. Still green at this point. And then... And there is when the I don't think that's when the caution came out. Yeah, that was just wrong. As we go to live TV, your leader right now is the number 27, Paul Menard. Looks like that Eric Almirola is one lap down. Oh, no, on the tail end of the lead lap, I should say. Let's see if we're going to get this thing back green. 17? No, 18? We are going green with 1 lap to run. Only one car is out of the pack, and that looks like the 23 of Jeb Burton. Oh, that is too bad for him. 34, the 95, and the 19 are all out as well. The 34 of David Reagan, the 95 of Michael McDowell, and the 19 of Carl Edwards. All are 2 laps down. Too bad for them. But right now up front, it looks like a battle between the 17 of Ricky Stenhouse Jr., the 27 of Paul Menard, and the 11 of Denny Hamlin. All battling up here in the top 3 with Terry Labonte. Look at that. I think it's Terry Labonte. Hold on, let me double check that. Bobby Labonte. It is Bobby Labonte. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I've been saying Terry this whole time. Bobby Labonte running in 4th. What a run for him. Then you got Martin Truex Jr. running 5th. Then Kyle Busch, who ended up wrecking the 24, who is now, wow, he's right now running 10th. But they all have 1 lap to win this race. And I think they'll do anything to win it. But we got 1 car that is 1 lap down. That is Eric Almirola. He's on the tail end of the lead lap. And I think this is going to be real interesting. If that car has an engine problem or is slower than everyone else, what a way to start this race. Here we go. White flag. 1 lap to go. 17 makes a move up to the high side. That's not very smart compared to what we've seen earlier today. Here comes 18 trying to do anything they can. Jeff Gordon's along down there, but here comes Denny Hamlin to the inside with the 17 for the 2nd position. They got to get back to the start-finish line and pass that 27 if they want to win this race. 17 is out of it, I think. He has no help. Here comes the 11. Will he make a move? 3 wide, down to the bottom. Here he comes. Will he make it stick? The 32 has help. The 27 has help. Oh, he makes it work! To the bottom! Side by side, coming through turns 3 and 4. Here comes Martin Truex Jr. Will he try to make this 3 wide? He will! Down to the bottom, 3 wide finish! Who's gonna get there? It's Hamlin! Denny Hamlin wins the Daytona 500 in the NASCAR Do-Shine Cup Series. What a race driven by this young man. Sitting in behind the wheel of Denny Hamlin. This race gone to number 11, FedEx sponsor Toyota Camry for Joe Gibbs Racing. Man, what a finish. 3-1 at the line. That margin of victory was only 3/100ths of a second. That's phenomenal. All right, let's go back and take a look and see how close that actually was. As you look right there, oh man, he was so close. Hold up, let's see if I can get a good view of it. Right there. That shows right there. Obviously, the winner of this race is the number 11 of Denny Hamlin, followed by the 27 of Paul Menard, and then the 78 of Martin Truex Jr. And I do believe it was really close at the second spot, but I think Bobby Labonte got it. I'm not 100% sure. Let's go ahead and take a look. Ooh, that is close. All right, let's go one more click back. Hold up. Oh, that is almost a dead heat. Who had that? It was, oh my gosh, it was so close. It was by 1/100th of a second. It looks like Bobby got him. But I don't believe it was Bobby, to be honest. But that is the end of the race as you're right now looking at all the racetrack here. Let's go ahead and get to the start-finish line here. There you are. Alright, man, what a race. Fastest lap of the race was given to you by the 10, and the winner of the race was the number 11. Wow. What a race. It's phenomenal. Great job by a lot of these drivers to finish this race out. Let's go see the number 11 in victory lane. Denny Hamlin ties Paul Menard for the top spot with 180 points due to the fact that Paul Menard led the most laps in this race and he finished runner-up position. So that makes him the same amount of points value. We are going by the old point system. I am sick of the new one. I hate if you win, you're in. I think it's really dumb. You gotta show your consistency over the season. And as of right now, Denny Hamlin is showing what he could do in one race. Let's see what he can do next week at the Phoenix International Raceway for the Subway Fresh Fit 500 at the Phoenix, Arizona. It's a mile racetrack and it is beautiful, hot, and deserty. It's great racetrack, great racing to see. And we just want to, all of us here at the radio broadcasting booth, we just want to thank you so much for watching this video. It is so good that people like to watch these races. Just, you know, with the season being as it is, it's being over, you know, you just being like all down because you can't watch a race every Sunday. That's what this is for. This is for the clinch that NASCAR fever that you have of being gone from not seeing a single race a year. You know, you got like 4 months in a row where you can't watch a race, and it's literally like, for me, that's like the off season, and it's horrible. I hate that, and this is the only thing that can back me up, make me think about what the heck to expect coming out of the 2016 season. It's phenomenal on what we could do here, and I'm really glad that you guys could sit here and enjoy what we have to offer. And I hope you guys will tune in for the next race here at the Phoenix International Raceway. This is Kirk Mills, and we will see you guys in Phoenix. Bye-bye!